Thank you very much. This is very interesting experience I had when I was the first commissioner of taxes, actually first women commissioner of taxes. I have joined, I told you, in the public service in my country in 1977. And that was the first time, in the public service, actually, all are women in a, in the, sorry, all are men dominated in the situation. Women came as a boss, and it was a shock to many men, and especially my subordinate staff and officers. So one of my steno in the beginning, he said that, oh my God, I will not take note from a lady boss. No, it is not possible. And he refused to take note. And then I was a very young officer at the time, and I said that to my supervisor. I mean, supervisor is my subordinate. Who looks after the office. I said to him that, you see, you tell him I give him 1 day's time, just 1 day's time. If he wants to obey my order, that is okay. Otherwise, he will be transferred from this office. I will make complaint against him. So, and the following day I came, he said that no, he will obey, he will take notes and all these things. And that was my first experience. As a tax official, all of my clients and the pleaders, I mean the advocates, and also the chartered accountants and barristers, whoever comes, all are male. And one day, one of the, chartered accountant, he asked me that, and also in the beginning of my service, that how should we address you? As sir, or as madam, or as appa? Appa in my country, this is a big sister. So I said that, you see, you came, this is an office. So you cannot address me as appa, and also as madam, because you are addressing to the chair. Chair represents godly power. This is gender neutral. You should address me as sir. And from that time, nowadays also all of the tax officials, men or women, are addressed as sir. I mean, everybody, sir. And me, I have retired from the government service. In my country, it is in 57 years. So I have retired, and I actually left this taxation service in 2000. And still then, all the officials and officers still now, they address me, whoever worked under me, as sir still now. And also in taxation, actually, I wanted to bring some, to bring women's empowerment, so that government, allows some tax break for women. That what I have tried in the budget allocation and all these things, and government fiscal policy. And but my interesting experience was in television, because it is the only state-run television. There are so many private televisions are there, but state-run television, I wanted to make it as a, as one of the tool and instrument to educate people about violence against women, about trafficking, about the education dropout rates. So, the women's education and all this higher education, why this is important, why women should come for, for employment and work. And another important issue also we have started at that time about the workplace violence. When women comes, because men, they are not used to have women as their, counterpart or colleague. Sometimes they say so many things. All these issues, what are in the advertisement, in many of the countries you see that the advertisement, they use women's image. and all these issues and degrading women's image. So that is what I have addressed in the television. I discouraged these ads which are not appropriate, and which are not for equality for men and women, and also shows bad image about women, and also to educate people about that is very in my country. Trafficking in one of the important problem, violence against women is another. In each and every country violence is there, so to educate men and family and also women about their rights, through music, songs and drama and all these issues. That is what I have done during my position in the Bangladesh television. And now it's a broader canvas, and it is so many things I can experience all over the world. What women are facing, both women are facing neglect and discrimination both in the developed and developing countries in different way. And I can tell you, many of you are from developing countries, and here also women are not have their equal rights, and they are facing discrimination. And the contrary, you have asked about Bangladesh. Okay, how the women here in the developed countries, I have seen that they are in the part-time job, and men are not taking equal responsibility at home. Yeah, and violence is another important issue. Violence in intimate relationships and domestic violence is one of the major issue in developed and developing countries. That is a great problem for women's advancement. And you will be very happy to know that in Bangladesh, we have female lady prime minister and opposition leader for more than a decade. And in Pakistan also, women prime minister was there, and also India and Sri Lanka and all these countries. In the Asian countries you will see lady prime ministers, lady politicians are there, but it doesn't mean that the country has advanced in that way. Many of the, but still then in the parliament, number of the parliamentarians are much lower than men, women's number, and that is why in the CEDAW committee, we have a article, that is Article 4 on temporary special measures to have a substantive equality with men. And we have asked the governments to introduce some temporary special measures, so that quotas, so that women can come as a parliamentarian, women can come as a board member of different organizations, also in the decision making level. Also temporary special measures for women to encourage them, stipends and scholarships for women, so that they can stay in higher education. All these temporary special measures to actually have a de facto equality and substantive equality with men. That is what we want them. This is a temporary measure, but we want the governments to adapt this. And also for older women also, we have a proposal that government can adapt policies, so that the older women can learn, especially for adult education and for their position in the decision making level. They can have their position if the government have their can adapt policy for temporary special measures. Thank you.